time and tell me what you'd like to talk about today.
Sure. I think it'd be helpful to talk a bit about an upcoming visit with my mother on Vancouver Island. This summer we're planning on driving out there and spending a few days with my mom.
So give me a little bit of background about why a visit to your mom is significant.
Okay. Well, it all started when, it goes back a bit, but since a little boy, and increasingly through our life, my mom has become increasingly neglectful around sort of hygiene and household organization and stuff, to a point now that it's very uncomfortable for even to go and stay there for lunch, so to speak, because just it's filthy, and there's rotten food in the refrigerator, and the house is chaotic, and if they have a new puppy, there'll be little puppy poops under the couch and stuff that mom said, oh, don't worry about it, I'll get to it sometime. So to bring my wife and my young kids here, and we live in a very different kind of lifestyle than that, right? So it just becomes very stressful, like when they come over for visits.
So tell me what kind of reactions you get from your wife and kids to this environment.
Yeah, well, my kids are still young enough that they're like, they think it's sort of novel and funny that they find poop under the couch or something like that, but my wife is more concerned. She wants to have a good relationship with her mother-in-law, but at the same time, she says, you know, I feel uncomfortable eating there. I don't want my children to get sick. You know, we're on holiday. I don't want our kids to be, you know, having diarrhea and throwing up because they ate something at grandma's house that was spoiled, kind of thing. So it's really affected her quite a bit, and it's to a point where she's like, how can we plan a visit with your mother that doesn't involve any sleepovers, any meals, or anything else, which becomes quite problematic to try to set that up.
Explain some of the strategies you've used in the past when you've been planning to go and trying to figure out how to maneuver your way through this situation.
Yeah, well, it always feels like we're sort of trying to be very tactical around it, really, you know, to sort of make some kind of excuse that, oh, we missed your birthday last month, let's go out for Chinese, you love Chinese, kind of thing. And my mom will say, oh, I got tons of food here, leftovers from last week, you know, you stick around here. I say, no, you don't need to eat that. So sort of make those excuses, kind of thing. And I always try to find a reason to go out to eat. Or try to get my sister to plan a meal, but my sister has a little house and she has 4 kids, so it's kind of chaotic there too. So far the strategies have been sort of avoidance type strategies.
Tell me how the avoidance is working for you.
I say it works so-so, because I think my mom sometimes catches on, right? And she'll sort of make little comments. I don't see what's so bad about my house that we just can't have dinner here tonight, right? You know, and again, I sort of try to brush off skills, and oh, there's nothing too bad about here, but it's just a special time, so we'll go out for dinner tonight, right? Our treat, kind of thing. So she sort of catches on that we're avoiding the house, and then she'll display a bit of hurt around that as well, you know, at times.
Identify a couple of the things that you think might make this visit work a little bit better.
Well, we have a sort of a bit of a, I don't know if you call it an escape plan or something, but sort of an out this time. Some years ago, my mom and dad bought a timeshare. Now my dad's now passed away, but which makes it more difficult for mom to get up to the timeshare kind of thing. So she's like, oh, I don't like driving up island. Maybe someone will drive me up there and we can have a visit. So I'm really promoting this. I said, oh, we've never been in the timeshare, you know, I'll go up there, have a good time. And it'll be a way to sort of visit with my mom and her foster children. She has foster children right now. But we can be in control, complete control of the meals, right? We buy all the food, we bring all the food, we prepare all the food. So this is kind of our best option, and we're really sort of crossing our fingers that they'll have timeshare time there. Otherwise, we're going to have to sort of dance around the whole, why aren't we staying with mom, why aren't we eating with mom kind of thing. So that's sort of the option that we have on the table for this visit. But not bulletproof, you know, things could go wrong with it as well.
So take a guess at what things will be like if it doesn't go well and you end up being there with your mom instead.
Yeah, that could get a bit ugly, you know. I know in times past, again, more I see with because I've sort of grown up in that, you know, and I have sort of survival skills and how to get through a visit with mom kind of thing. I mean, actual visiting is very nice. She's a wonderful woman, biggest heart in the world kind of thing. So I'm less worried about myself, but it's more so about trying to make things work for my wife, right? And often I'll employ, actually another strategy is that I'll wait for a key opportune time when my mother has to step out for a while, right? And we sort of peek through the curtain, wait till she's out of sight, and then I'll whip around and I'll vacuum, I'll clean, I'll do the dishes up, you know, I'll go through, get a big garbage bag and throw everything in the fridge that's rotten kind of thing. Now she'll catch on to this sometimes, she'll come back and say, I had a part of a roast chicken in there. Does anybody know what happened to it? And we're all sort of scratching him. No, not sure what happened to the roast chicken, right? But then we sort of scurried that garbage bag out of sight, out of mind, to try to make it less stressful for my wife, right? Because it really affects her the most, right? And she has got sick sometimes. We visited, and she's like, oh, the rest of the trip I had diarrhea, right? And so I'm not going back to mom's, or something's got to be different if we visit your mom's again, kind of thing. So the worst of it will probably be how to make it less stressful for my wife if we do end up visiting there.
So if you had to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, with 0 being no stress and 10 being lots of stress, place your wife on that scale and place yourself on that scale.
We'd both be around 9 actually, because she is terribly stressed out about the conditions in my mother's house.